I don't even know what to do right now. My stomach hurts, my abs hurt. I don't even need to work abs for at least a year. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're doing a car review. Today we are getting our hands on a very highly anticipated car in 2021, and that is the Acura TLX Type S. So over the past couple years, Acura has focused more on the luxury side. Now, I'm not going to say that they don't have performance. They do have performance, but they didn't focus on horsepower and tracks. They focused more on the driving experience, the comfort of the car, comfort of the ride. And back in the day when I was a teenager, there was performance, and that's the cars that us people now and teens now are collecting. Well, guess what? Acura is back, and they brought back the full-on wham bam, thank you ma'am. They brought back a turbocharged V6 engine. So the car behind us here, we actually aren't reviewing this car, guys. Unfortunately, this car sold. It was literally sold right off the bed. So we couldn't do anything about it. The car we'll be driving is a different one, but it still is a Type S. It's just a black car versus this one is a very desirable car, only specific to this model. This color is called Tiger Eye Metallic. So I guess it's supposed to pretty much be the color of a tiger's eye. So let's go over the exterior of the car, and pretty much I'll tell you everything I think about it. So guys, right off the bat, I love the front of the car. You know what, I say that a lot, but to be honest, this one is actually amazing. The reason why the grille gives this type of explosion look, it looks really good. The opening of the mouth looks amazing, very open, very nice. It probably is one of the more desirable body styles in my opinion over the S4 and the BMW. I think it's the M3 40i. Personally, I would prefer this body style over those. But also, if you notice, we have this little, it pretty much is the amplifier. So right here to the radar sensor in the back, that will kind of tell you if anything is near you. Acura thought about the buyer. Acura put it a little bit further, and the reason why they did that is because if they put it up here, and say, God forbid, you get into a fender bender, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to fix that radar and that sensor system now and all those sensors. So they put it back a little bit further to withstand that impact, and they put this plate here to kind of amplify it. So this, if this broke, it would probably only cost you like 400 bucks. Thanks a lot. Also, as we go down here, you have a nice radiator. The radiator is literally right there. You can see it. Normally, whenever I'm going to different cars, you got to dig in to look for it. No, there's a big wide open mouth there. You can't miss it. Not only that, you have Type S badging in the front of the car, and believe it or not, there's Type S badging all over the car. So if you're curious what type of car you're driving, you'll find out very quickly. Let's go over the wheels. The wheels are actually, believe it or not, even though this is the top of the line trim level of the Acura TLX line, the Type S does have upgrades, pretty much you can say. So they have upgraded carbon fiber, and they have upgraded wheels. Believe it or not, this is not the actual standard wheel, this is the upgraded wheel. And the reason why is because this is the same exact wheel that goes on the Acura NSX. The standard wheel is a full 6 pounds heavier than this one right here. So you're talking about 6 pounds per wheel. That's 24 pounds shaved just by upgrading to these wheels. So let's go over the rear of the car, and I want to touch off on one thing right off the bat, and that is the spoiler. I love the spoiler. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. And it's got that performance look, very edgy, sharp lines, very, very nice and complimentary. So as we go down, we have our TLX badging, then we have the all-wheel drive badging. So pretty much this car is all-wheel drive, which is excellent for performance, hugging the road, taking sharp corners. You're gonna have the full performance and the full support of your suspension. And then as we go down, Type S badging throughout. Again, you will not forget you're driving a Type S. And as we go down more, we have quad exhaust. And let me tell you something here, this engine tune is stunning, okay? It has a nice growl, and it has a bunch of modes. So you have a comfort mode, you have a normal mode, then you have a sport mode, and then you have a sport plus mode. Obviously, the more sporty you get, the more aggressive your exhaust gets. Another cool thing that I noticed is, where's your backup camera? Usually backup cameras are up here, they're down here, they're by the license plate. Believe it or not, they did a good job, and they put it right in the middle of the Acura emblem, so it's pretty nice. It's not kind of in the way, so it's nice and subtle. Also, your trunk button is right here, so it isn't like down here or up here. It's in the tail light, so not hard to lose, but at the same time, it's concealed pretty nicely. So now we are in the interior of the car, And the interior car is absolutely gorgeous, but that's nothing to be unexpected when it comes to Acura. Acura always has luxury, always has class, always has style when it comes to their interior. Now this is the performance trim, the top of the line performance trim for the Acura TLX, meaning the steering wheel is nice and round but has that flat bottom, giving you that nice performance style steering wheel. Now if you notice inside the interior, you have silver trim inside the door panels and right here in the center stack. Well, believe it or not, there's an upgrade that you can get for carbon fiber. It easily pops out and pops in. I mean, it's not really easy. There is some steps involved, but you can get that as an upgrade along with the upgraded wheels like I mentioned earlier. Now, there's one thing that I'm not okay with, but at the same time, I get it and I understand, and now I am okay with it. So it sounds kind of weird. When I first heard about it, I balked at the idea. This touchscreen here, or this screen here, is not touchscreen. I'm so used to having touchscreen vehicles. But if you think about it, that screen is pretty far away. So it's very hard to reach over there and touch. So I wouldn't want to be doing all this with it anyways. So it makes sense. Not only that, I see all the fingerprints that it leaves. It stinks. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want my kid touching it. So you know what? I'm okay with that. Now, how do you control that screen? Well, believe it or not, there's a mouse pad right here, which is pretty neat. Very clean. What I do like about it is you have your mouse pad here, and then you have simplistic buttons like a home button, a back button, so you can go through. And then also, if you just want to scroll up and down, you can scroll up and down. But also you can use this center mouse pad here to kind of move around and just click what you need. Another neat little feature is the actual armrest. I wish they had these on my keyboards at work, which they do, but some places don't. But pretty much you can rest your wrist on here and do all this instead of, if it was flat, it would be kind of annoying. Also in the center stack, you have wireless charging and you have a good sized compartment space. In here, you have USB ports, 2 USB ports and one for your tablets. So it's pretty cool. So it's enough, an aux cord, a 12 volt outlet. I mean, you have plenty of space and plenty of features for your electronic devices. Go over to this dynamic mode button. So over the top, just right in your face. What does it do? Well, it's pretty neat. All you have to do is twist it and it will change your mode of driving. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll hit changes the modes and see what it does. Comfort. And then you have sport. There is also a sport plus mode. If I go to this one, I can see there is a sport plus mode. Obviously, if I want to go down that route, I have to hold on to it. You have to hold on to that twist button and it'll go down to Sport Plus mode. So now I am in Sport Plus mode. So what I love about this car, guys, is that Acura decides to bring up their engine, bring up their suspension, and make this a performance vehicle. But if you notice, I'm talking about the electronics and everything and the luxury behind it. I mean, they kept true to their style. Luxury and performance. It's excellent. Now this is the demo. Now this is the demo model we will be driving. So this is the black one. So in this black interior, you have this called Milano leather, and then you have this nice suede insert in the middle. Very nice. Black with the red stitching. The one that was over there, the one that we looked at earlier, the Tiger Eye, that has a nice cream interior with the black stitching. Beautiful color, beautiful combination. But this model is just as nice. It's that traditional black, give it that mean, sinister look. This does have the standard wheels, does not have the upgraded wheels, and it does have the standard interior. It does not have the carbon fiber inserts like the upgraded ones do. Now this bad boy has around 355 horsepower.
Yes, it does.
And I think torque is probably right around the same, if not just a little bit less.
Got the turbocharged V6, so it's stock 355.
So not to mention all-wheel drive.
Super handling all-wheel drive.
Right, so versus like when you got, you know, those big horsepower domestic muscle cars, pretty much, you know, Hellcats, Corvettes, all that, they're all rear-wheel drive. I guess older Corvette. So what happens is you can throw all the horsepower you want on it, and the problem is that it can't grab the road. Versus this car, you can throw whatever horsepower you want. That all-wheel drive is going to take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
Pretty nicely.
And then any slippery conditions, rain, snow, sleet, sand, gravel, it doesn't matter. The super handling part of the all-wheel drive is that it can individually apply torque and power to all 4 wheels individually. So if you're losing traction on one wheel, it's going to redirect that power to the other wheels to prevent you from spinning out and keep as much tire to road ratio as possible.
It just hugs the road.
Okay.
Like, it's No roll. There's no roll in there.
And you see, I'm not even in Sport Plus, I'm just in a regular Sport. And you see how minimally I'm having to turn my hands on this wheel.
Holy cow. Guys, when he's hitting the corners, it is just hugging the road completely. It's not even, usually what, like, you know, I'm used to driving the Scat Pack, which is a big old boat on wheels, but you feel the roll as you're going. So this does have rigidity. It has the chassis support in the back of the trunk and also has bracing in the front of the hood. And you can feel all of that.
And another thing that helps the driver when you're going around these corners is I'm not moving whatsoever because it has the adjustable side bolsters here.
Yeah.
So these are, depending on, you know, each person is built and shaped different. So depending on however you're built, you can adjust this seat to hug your body. So you could be taking corners at 80 miles an hour, but you're not going to move because the seat's going to hold you in place.
So I would like to just try the comfort mode. This is...
Yep, and then you just turn it one more time.
So let's see what... Oh yeah, definitely.
Whole different feel.
Yeah, soft. Steering wheel is nice. Just smooth. The pickup's not as aggressive. And like you said, putting your foot on the gas, you're not getting the same response. It's pretty smooth.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm just rolling and gliding around the corners. I switched over from comfort to sport, and the steering wheel like that just stiffened. And now I feel like I'm in a video game.
Oh yeah.
What an amazing drive this is. I can't get over how great this is.
And then you can even keep your foot in the same position on the pedal and then hold the dynamic mode knob to the right to go into Sport Plus. And without even pushing down on the gas anymore, you'll feel it pick up.
Yeah, it picked up more. It opened up a little bit. You can also hear it.
Remove distractions.
That turbocharged, man, it's amazing. You can... The downshifting, well, automatic downshifting.
Oh, yeah. But if for some reason, you know, you want to be in 100% control, there is the manual mode with the 10-speed transmission where you're going to be using the paddle shifters located on the back of the steering wheel.
So guys, to say the least, this car is jaw-dropping. It is an excellent buy. I've never really experienced that type of turning before in a while. So excellent car across the board. Let's start from the bottom up, guys. The body lines, the car is gorgeous. It's just a TLX in general. It's just a beautiful car. So now they're adding on a little more aggressive lines. Am I assuming?
Absolutely.
Yeah, with this
it has
one.
a body kit that comes on all the Type S's. The dual exhaust on each side of the vehicle rather than the single. Everything is, you know, upgraded to look more aggressive and more performance oriented.
Yep. So then also you have the wheels. You have the standard wheels. Then you also have the upgradable ones. I definitely recommend upgrading it to the NSX wheels. They look beautiful.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the Y spokes.
No, you can't. It's a gorgeous look. And then in this one also as well, the leather, same, a little more sportier, like you said, more sinister, a little more edgy with the red stitching. Just an excellent interior. You have that class, that luxury. And then the engine is just something and the suspension is, words can't describe what I just went through. I'm going to be completely upfront with you guys. That was insane. That was insane. I don't think anybody on the internet has kind of showed me the experience that I just experienced.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like it till you actually sit in one.
No, yeah, exactly. You're right. Oh. Well, guys, that's the vid. I appreciate it. I want to thank you again. I want to thank Jenkins Acura for helping me out and letting me review this car, and Jarred especially. Thank you for taking me on a drive. If you guys need anything, hit up Jarred. I mean, definitely he'll take care of you. I don't even know what to do right now. My stomach hurts. My abs hurt. I don't even need to work abs for at least a year. I'll see you guys.